How to complete an initial IFSP in SIRAS, including students who do not qualify for services. First step is to email and add request form to Melody and Diana. Make sure all information is complete. If you do not have the information, please follow up with the parent or TCRC. Within the same week of sending the add request, preferably the day after, complete the following. Create the initial evaluation meeting on SIRAS, add the parent consent date, and send any pre-meeting forms to the parents. Here's a short video on how. You're going to select your student. Notice that the student highlighted is pending. On the IFSP Manager side, create a new meeting purpose. Select Initial Evaluation, then create New Meeting. Verify the meeting is an initial evaluation. Check referral date and referred by are complete. Add when the parent consent date was sent and add when the parent signed the parent consent. Indicate whether the parent gave permission to assess. Go to the pre-meeting tab and select Consent for Release of Information. This form allows parents to give SBCO permission to release and receive information. On this section, make sure parents indicates what records they give permission to release. They can add here which ones they decline to release. Now this form is auto-populated with SBCO and the doctor's information. If you need to make edits, highlight and add your information. The parent will then sign and date here. You can download and print the form for the parent to sign, or you can create an email link. Select Save and Return. If you want to send the email link, next to the form you will see Manage Links. Select and add the recipient and make sure their name and email is correct. Select Create a New Link. Check all the information is correct, and if you want it in Spanish, you can select it in Spanish. Then you're going to select Send Email. You will see on the Existing Link tab the link you created, the status, whether the parent signed it or not, who you send it to, and when it expires. Now you're going to select Consent to Bill Medi-Cal. On the second page, you will see where the parent can indicate whether the parent authorizes or declines permission to bill. The parent will sign and date there. You can add your name there in your title. And the location if applicable. Also make sure that your phone number is correct. Again, you can download and print or save and return and create a new link. Who you're going to send it to, make sure that information is correct and create a new link. Put it in Spanish if you need to, and then you're going to send the email. Now you see that there's been 2 links, email links added. If you contacted the parent team or Tri-Counties, add your contact log in SIRAS by selecting Add Contact Attempt. Add the date of contact, time, how, and any notes related to the conversation held. For example, contacted TCRC for signed documents. TCRC is following up with the parent. If meeting was started and parent attended, but the meeting needs to be continued at a later time, select Add Meeting Continuation. The continuation date is the date of the rescheduled meeting. Add the time, place, and any notes explaining what happened. For example, meeting started 8:12 but was not finished. Meeting to be rescheduled to 8:12. Now for students who did not qualify, the meeting date will equal the date the student did not qualify. Once you mark D and Q on SIRAS, the MIS services form will be removed. Remember to finalize within 7 days of the meeting, but you must have the parent's signature to finalize. Include the contact log if waiting on Tri-Counties or parent signatures. You're going to go and select your student. Make sure the meeting's correct, all the dates are correct. You're going to add the date when the student was found not eligible. and then you're gonna go to the basic IFSP forms. You're gonna select the MIS summary form. Make sure the demographic information is correct, the LAA data is correct. Your infant setting should be, again, SDC for all infants, including itinerant. The program setting usually is home. You're gonna make sure the contact data is correct, that the educational rights and is selected, that your information is correct, and the parent input. You're going to check that the meeting date is correct, the purpose, and you're going to mark that box that says does not qualify. Then you're going to go and save and return. Now you see that the MIS services form is gone. You're going to upload any documents that attach to that meeting, and you can categorize in any way you want and add the title of the file. Then you're going to select the file by choosing it there and upload. Once all that is done, you're going to select meeting held. You're going to change the parent response to accepts the plan. If you have the signature, you're going to confirm. In this case, we did have the signature. The parent participation sections filled out. The participation, in this case, the parent attended. All that's selected, the student is marked not eligible, and then you're ready to finalize. Again, you want to make sure you have the parent's signature for you to be able to finalize. Now, for students who are eligible for services, the date of the IFSP is the date of the meeting. You're going to complete the MIS summary form and the MIS services form. Again, you want to finalize within 7 days of the meeting, but you must have the parent's signature. Include any contact logs if waiting for Tri-County's parent signatures. You're going to select the student, make sure the meeting's correct, the dates are correct, and the meetings are correct. Dates are correct. The pre-meeting status has green check marks. Then you're going to go to the basic IFSP forms and select the summary form. Make sure your demographic is correct and your LEA data is correct. Your infant setting, again, should be SDC, and your program setting should usually be home. Your contact data is correct, and the educational rights is selected, and the parent input is selected. On the eligibility data, you want to make sure you add your primary disability, in this case was speech and language, and your secondary disability. If none, you can leave it as none. You're going to save and return. Once that has a green check mark, go to the services form. You're going to select the service, the provider, usually COE, County Education Office, the responsible staff, the locations, usually home and community, delivery model, the frequency, how often, and the total minutes. Your start date is the date of the IFSP meeting, and the end date is your next meeting, which is usually 6 months or your annual. Now your secondary, if you have more than one service, you can add them here as well. This one's speech and language. The provider was COE, the staff, the location is included, the delivery model, the frequency, and the duration. Again, your start date is the date of the IFSP, and your end date is usually 6 months for your next meeting. Don't forget to do your type of service, which is early start and natural environment. As you can see, I forgot on the top. Once everything's completed, then you're going to do save and return. Now you're going to make sure that has the green check marks, and you're going to upload any documents. Again, you can attach it to the forms, whether they're basic or pre-meetings, and you can title it and choose and upload. You're going to make sure that all the forms are complete, nothing's missing, all the signatures are complete, and you're going to select meeting held. Again, in this case, the parent response would be changed to accepts the plan because the parent did sign it and we have it. Again, you're going to go to the parent participation, and make sure you select the participation of the parent. Once all that's complete, and all the forms are complete, you're going to go ahead and finalize the meeting. It's going to ask you again if you're sure, and you're going to select yes. This creates a record of what you just did, and now it's permanent and completed. This is what it should look like when you're all done. A few reminders of what to do before the IFSP meeting. Remember to create an initial meeting as soon as the student is added to SIRAS. Add the parent consent in SIRAS as soon as it's available. Complete all the pre-meeting forms and send them to the parents. Now, after the IFSP meeting, you're going to complete the basic IFSP forms. And then you're going to review all the forms, make sure all the information is complete, there's nothing missing, and then you're going to select meeting held. Then at the end, you're going to finalize the meeting within 7 days. Again, if you are waiting on parent signature, make sure you have a contact log.